Hi guys, it's your girl Ola, the hashtag baker, coming at you from Mmmgirl Bakery. Thanks so much for tuning into this week's video. Let me just say, people have been saying to me, why do you say girl so, with your highest British accent, Mmmgirl Bakery? One, I don't. Inside of me is this American accent, this sass queen. Outside of me is the sass queen with the most British Cockney accent you can get. So if I do it like, girl bakery, the emphasis is a bit, so if I do sound a little bit, if I sound super British, bear with me. I am super British with that little Nigerian spice, obviously. So today guys, what we're gonna do, I know I posted this week about the brownie recipes. I am gonna be doing that video this week, don't worry. But today I thought I'd do a little Q&A, face-to-face, one-on-one, screen-to-screen with the baker. So let's go. What's my favourite bake? If you guys check out my Instagram, my Facebook, comments in the description box and the website, you'll see a Hershey's cookies and cream cake covered in caramel drip. Guys, when I made this cake, it was for a coffee shop, and they were like, we just need some kind of celebration cake that just says we're open for the first time. That's the number 56 in Kibworth. Delicious. Go there guys, it's amazing. But this cake is just, I love Hershey's cookies and cream. I know a lot of people are like, it doesn't even taste like white chocolate, but I don't even care. It's so sweet, and then it's got that crunchy cookie texture, and then the caramel is just like, incredible. But that is my favourite bake. What's my worst baking incident? Okay, I was only going to say one, but I'm actually going to say two. So the first one, on the day that my kitchen got inspected, aka 5 stars guys, basically I was making up a batch of brownies. I had an order and I was multitasking the inspection and baking. Now the inspector was chatting to me and I just got a little bit carried away, lost in the sauce, and all of a sudden I'm thinking, these brownies have been in for a long time, and I made them, you'll see this week in the video, the brownies are normally about this thick, but in this week I made them this thin, just so that I could test out this new tray and see what kind of depth of brownie I was going to get. I opened the oven and smoke literally puffs out of my face, and I was like, like I'm being inspected for how I handle myself in the kitchen and I'm burning things. It wasn't pleasant guys. I took this brownie out and it literally was charcoal, like I could literally hit it on the table and it just crumbled to pieces. Not a great one. My second incident, and this has never happened to me since, both of these have never happened since, so no ideas. But I was delivering a cake, but I had a driving lesson, and so I had the cake in this tin. And it was this technique that sometimes people do. They put the cake on the lid and then you put the tin over the top so you can just reveal it instead of trying to carry the cake out of the tin. So I did that. This tin was beautiful. It had like some really nice pattern, design, whatever. Actually, do I have it? No, I don't. But basically, I carried the cake like this, I was just about to lower it onto the floor of the back seat so that obviously it's a flat surface and it's in a tin, so it's fine. As I lowered it, for some reason it just started to slide and tip, and I just didn't anticipate what was happening next. The cake came out of the case, rolled onto the ground, not before hitting the car, but rolled onto the ground, and I mean rolled. The whole thing just rolled. And this actually happened in slow motion. I looked at it and I was like, I'd stayed up till 4 AM to make this cake, guys. 4 AM. Then had a driving lesson at 9 AM. When I say I felt hurt, I felt hurt, but I just didn't want to show it to my driving instructor. So I picked this cake up from the streets, covered it in gravel, put it inside the tin, put it back into my house, got back in the car, and he said, do you want to cancel your lesson? I said, no, let's go. And I drove off down the road. Guys, this one really hurt my feelings, and ever since then I've never done the upside down cake technique. I don't trust it. So guys, don't do it. Don't put your cake on the lid and cover it. Just get a normal cake box so that you can dismantle around the cake, yeah? Milk, dark or white chocolate? I prefer white chocolate. Dark chocolate for me is a little bit too bitter. it reminds me of drinking coffee, like that kind of bitter taste, and I just feel like I take my coffee with a lot of milk and a lot of sugar, so it's not really for me. And milk chocolate is great, but it's a bit bland, it's a bit boring. White chocolate, delicious. What's my essential baking tool? You'll see from the video last week that I highlighted the rubber spatula, although last week I don't think I could even remember what it was called, but I was just waving it in the air. But it's the best tool because you can scrape things clean. Like when people make cakes and then half the batter's still in the bowl, please tell me why you've wasted half of your day making that cake batter and now you're happy to leave it in the bowl. No, I will scrape that bowl until it's clean so that I can have all the cake later on. So yeah, rubber spatula, you can buy them from anywhere. I got mine from Sainsbury's only because it matches my mixer and my trays and my baking tins as well. Where's my favourite food place to travel? Okay, my favourite place to travel, something you should know about me, guys, I love to travel. If you say hola, people say holiday. I love to go on holiday. It's part of who I am. I don't do well being in the same country for a long amount of time. Like this year I've only been on holiday once and I can feel that I've only been on holiday once, so don't worry, I'm rectifying that. But my favourite place to travel food wise has been Copenhagen. The food there is incredible, guys. Me and my friends went to this place. It was like a street market but inside, because it was freezing and raining, but it had like this roaring fire. There were like stands from all around the world, like Jamaican, fresh Chinese food, there was fresh Italian pasta, there was all sorts of food, but this place was delicious for desserts as well. They had like, you know, the classic waffle stand, crepe stand, but the way they were topping them, layering them up, I wish I had pictures of the desserts, but I actually ate everything too fast in that city. I've got a couple pictures on my Instagram from when I went of like this cheesecake shop that we walked 45 minutes to through the red light district. It was weird, but the cheesecake was so delicious, it was actually worth it, and it was so cheap as well. But that is my favourite place to travel to. It's super cheap to get flights there, guys, and it's so much fun. Coffee or tea? Coffee or tea? I don't think I can choose. I really love coffee, latte, caramel specifically, because it's milky and then it's like got that coffee kick and then it's got sugar because I'm a sugar addict anyway. But it also wakes me up like really quickly. But I love like a pot of Earl Grey tea. Pot of Earl Grey tea with any of my favourite bake is life. I think there's just something about the way it tastes, and I've got this new recipe in the works for Earl Grey cake and I can't wait to share it because Earl Grey is literally my most favourite tea, and I'd literally drink it every day if I could be bothered to boil a pot, but I really can't. So when I do get it, I really love it. So guys, I do apologise, my hay fever is so bad this week, so if I'm sniffing and sound a bit bunged up sometimes, it's literally the hay fever. It's been getting on my nerves all week, but I'm loving the sun, so it don't really matter, does it? There's one question on my list that I haven't answered. I'm actually going to put it to you guys because I'm not sure. So it was, where and what was the best bake that you've ever had? I really can't tell because I was thinking Copenhagen, but I wouldn't really count a waffle as like a bake, like considering everything else that I've tried. So I'm really still racking my brain about it. Just leave a comment, let me know where the best bake you've had is. Maybe I'll go and try it. But yeah, leave a comment or, you know, send in pictures and I'll post them. But yeah, I'm really curious about that. I'll keep thinking about it. Maybe I'll bring it back in the next video, but I'm not too sure yet. What is the food dream? So now I just want to bring you guys in on the food dream. I'm so grateful for all of you tuning in. Yesterday was actually our 2nd birthday, so it's been a crazy 2 years and I'm really, really grateful. And now I'm thinking about, okay, what's the next step for the bakery? To be honest, the next part of the journey is looking to be a food truck. So, you know, I told you my inside is American. I really want to travel the world with Mmmgirl Bakery in a food truck, you know, giving out desserts. I believe you can have dessert for breakfast, lunch and dinner. That's just me. But I'd love to be able to share that. That's the main thing I want to do, share my bakes. So I'd love to be able to share that across the world as well. And in which case I'll be able to taste other bakes and gain experience with that. But the way future goal, when I'm settled down, you know, married, have kids, whatever, is to have like a picturesque store that has, you know, we serve coffee, the main focus is desserts, and, you know, just being able to chill with your friends and eat like sweet treats. But I want it to be sustainable, and I want to be able to help my local community as well. Like Leicester's given me a lot. I didn't really know I was going to move to this town, but it's actually given me so much, and I'm really looking to give back as well in this community. So that's one of the things I really want to do going forward. Just picture it like a shop covered in flowers on the outside, and just like the smell of cinnamon rolls just knocks you out every time you walk in. And, you know, that's part of my dream as well, to be able to sell out of cinnamon rolls every day. That's one of my favourite baked cinnamon rolls. And one of my favourite books is about a girl who basically she's on this journey with God, but the part that I always say from the book is she finds God through cinnamon rolls. I'm not trying to be funny. The Lord is my life, and I feel like I can find him through cinnamon rolls, life is good. So that book, I'll leave a link as well in the description box as well. It's one of my favourites. But yeah, that's kind of the food dream for me in the bakery.
Let's talk about Mmmgirl Bakery.
So finally, to round off this Q&A, I'm going to just talk about the bakery, Mmmgirl Bakery. So how did it all start? Basically, I was bringing in a lot of bakes into my old job, and everyone was like, you should probably charge money for this. And I was like, oh no, I just really like to bake. I've loved to bake all of my life. Like, my family has taught me, and the people around me have given me like tips and tricks as well. But I was like, should I start charging for this? Should I make this like a focus in my life, or is it just going to be a side thing forever? So I remember, if you check my Instagram, the first picture is of a campfire brownie. So it's a brownie inside an orange peel, and it's got like orange zest flavour. It's really delicious. But I remember I made it, and I said, you know what, this is it, this is the beginning. And I said, I need a really good name. I did a degree in marketing, and I know if your brand name sucks, it's not gonna work, you know. If it's trash, goodbye. So I sat down at work, just doing my work, whatever. Suddenly I was thinking, this is delicious, this, that, blah, 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 blah. And if you know me, I refer to people by a lot of, you know, pet names. Oh, babes, oh, sweets, oh, darling, oh, cutie, oh, love, oh, my baby, oh, my angels. Like, everyone's basically my baby, my angel. But I thought, oh, like, girl. I also say that if, you know, someone's got a little bit of gist and you want to chat about it, I'll say, girl, like, and there it was. Literally dropped into my lap. I said, God, if you give me a good name, I'll keep going with this. Girl. As in, girl, that bake is delicious. Where did you get that from? And that's it. That is the whole beginning of the bakery. And I feel like it's just followed that path. Like, it's all about giving people good desserts. People around me know, if I see you buy a store-bought dessert, I'm looking at you like, are you sure, or are you actually just trying to punish your taste buds? Just asking. But, you know, it follows that attitude of, girl, like, girl, don't you want to have something good? Like, don't you want to eat the best? That's what it's all about, like, sharing, like, delicious desserts with people that I love, sharing delicious desserts with people I don't know so I can form more relationships, like, sharing delicious desserts so that people can just, like, break bread and have good, like, friendships and relationships. So, although people are like, oh, you know, this is your job, this is your business, this is actually my heart in a business. Like, this is what I love to do. I love to cook for people. I love to share with people. That's why I'm making the YouTube as well, because I love to share videos with you guys. I love to chat with you, and I love to know who's like interested in things like this as well. You know, when I think like, oh, I might go on YouTube and search a video for my voice. I might go on YouTube and search a video for, I don't know, whipping up, you know, how can I do my brow the best this week? Don't look at my brows today, they're not ideal. But, you know, I might search a video like that, and then someone's sharing their passion of, my brows slay, so let me just share with you how to also make yours slay. I rate that. Like, I want to be part of that whole community, that whole life. Like, my brownies literally blow your mind. Let me show you how I whip these up so you can have some, or you can order some if you also can't be bothered, which is fine. But I want to be part of that, and that's why you know, this is the next step in the bakery, sharing it with you guys as well. So next time you have a delicious dessert, make sure you're hashtagging girl, as in that's delicious. So I can like find the post and, you know, do some shout outs as well. Please make sure you're subscribing, liking, and definitely commenting on this video, guys. And make sure you check out last week's and the week's before's video as well on the gluten-free brownie and cookies. Thank you so much again, guys, for tuning in. Please make sure you subscribe and comment on this video. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. And don't forget to make your orders at mmmgirlbakery.co.uk. I'm really looking forward to the future, and I'll see you a little bit later this week for the brownie recipe.